And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the second year back from Southern Miss, Ito Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A give to Smith out of the gun.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
You can't block me. You can't 11 feet. You can't block me. No. 12. Watch the edge. Check your hot read. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
53. Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
12.
SOS. 36.
So that'll back him up 5.
Check. Crunch.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
12.
Shit.
Go.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Luck. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. I'm coming.
Hey, check.
Luck on 3rd down. Caught by Wilson. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check. 12. Check. 53's Mike.
40, easy.
Now Ito Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Smith. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Switch it. Come on, switch.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. Play action. It's Luck. Rolling to his right. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check.
Luck now to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Geno Atkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Hey, Haywood!
3rd and long. It's locked. Airing this one out for Evans. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive and try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Go! Hey, exit!
There's Breeze. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Yeah, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10.
Call. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Alert. Hey, let's get there. Check hot route.
A 1st down carry for Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Rush in.
Ground right.
Rush in. Check 43.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Reggie. Hey, seam 6.
Check.
12.
Mike 53. Mike.
From the gun, here's Love. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mexico.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Luck. Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now it's Smith. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Smooth. Y'all playing the wrong football.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Good. Watch the twist. Kill.
From the gun on third down, Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Vinatieri, the NFL's oldest active player, also the league's all-time leading scorer, past Morton Anderson last year.
Yeah, he turned 46 in December of 2018. You really can't see it in his leg. Maybe in the beard.
You can see it in the beard.
Maybe in the beard. That's about it. But as long as he's booting them the way he's booting them, keep going, big guy.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
A gain of 14.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again. 2nd and 10. To throw is Breeze. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
First down, Minnesota.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Push him back. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Check 50, check 50.
Kill.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Easy. Pick me up. Here we go.
On second and a yard, Breeze. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Antonio Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now Matt Bryant on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Giants 3.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike.
A shotgun snap for Locke. It's caught. Smith. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got Evans. 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 7.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep. Referee. Safety's creeping.
Now Locke. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Locke. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. On the carry, here's Smith. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, high 7.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Coming to you.
Here's Locke. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
Hey, Charlie.
Breeze now on first down. Got a man, it's Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Kill.
Now a play fake. Breeze. This will be caught once again by Brown. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. So first and 10 now from the 30.
58, boys, 58, 58. Come on. Hey, Delta. Come get some.
Breeze to throw again. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's second and 21.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I don't think you got it, son. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Time to go, night.
53. Hey, Zoo.
58 to Mike. I'm going from
Stay easy.
To throw, it's Breeze. This will be caught by Brown. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. They can't hang with us.
Now Breeze. And this one complete to Reed. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
So second and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
58, boys, 58. Bravo.
Here's Breeze to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That catch good for 5. It's third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Yellow weighty, yellow weighty. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
At the Giants' 10-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Yes.
Throwing now is Breeze. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 37. Blue draw quarters.
After the interception, it's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line.
And 10.
Ready. Yellow weighty. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
This is Ajayi. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Do it right now.
On play action, it's Breeze. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
11-3.
Trying to get the run game going. Here's Smith. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. So they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Throwing on third down, Locke. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Under 10. Under 10. Claw. Slam.
On first down, it's Locke. He's got Smith here. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Quo. Check next. Topper.
They'll run with Smith. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's coming, double up.
Big Dad. Hey, check. Back.
Joker.
From the 50, it's Luck. Luck showing he can be dangerous when he tucks and runs. He's able to pick up the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Hey, Foxtrot. You better be ready. On.
Spot.
Luck on first down. That's complete to Smith. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Tighten up. Check three. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Smith. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Luck now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On first down, Smith. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Reggie. It's a safety creek.
Check.
On.
Now a first down throw. Luck to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, orbit.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming. Kill.
Go ahead. Kill. 12.
Back to throw. Luck. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Mike 54.
It's been a long day for you. Mike 5-4.
Monday. Hey, check.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Flushed out right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. A major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They'll run on 1st down. It's Smith. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Luck, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 11. Reggie.
Hey, Alpha.
From the gun, here's Love. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. Back to throw. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
5-9. Hey, Haywood.
He's back to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll look to throw. And he connects with Vance McDonald. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
36, 36. 58, come on. 58, come on.
He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the back.